And welcome inside our studios here from Ball State University for the first ever edition of the SportsLink Pre-Match Report. I'm Dominic Liacone. That's Griffin Leonard. Number 15 Ball State playing host to number 11 Loyola Chicago for the first MVB matchup and conference matchup of the season for either of these teams. Griffin's not only excited just for the matchup, but excited to get this pre-match report underway.
Oh yeah, I can't believe we get the opportunity to be here for the first MVB match of the year and the opportunity to be here next to you. I'm thrilled.
Well, Griffin, let's talk about this matchup. What exactly excites you about this contest today?
Well, you got two conference rivals with a ton of history. Both sides come in with so much on the line and their pride too, and there's going to be some more history written today, that's for sure.
Let's take a look now at what to watch for, and we start with the Loyola Chicago Ramblers. It's been all about the hot start for Loyola Chicago. They started off MVB play 8-0 last year, the year before 9-1, but when you get to April and postseason tournament time, they just haven't been able to get it done.
Yeah, well, they had the 1 seed practically locked up, but some late season woes just constricted them from being able to get the job done. It led to an early exit in the MVB tournament. Now they have a fresh start, they have a new season, and an opportunity to prove the haters wrong and get back in the right direction.
Well, for the Ball State Cardinals, it's all about the question of who's going to fill the role up the middle. As we've learned, Vannis Buchholz out tonight. He's hitting over 260 on the season, 13 total blocks. Last year, 1.1 blocks per set. Good for 6th in the nation. So, Griffin, the real question is, who fills his void?
Well, when you have a team with so many new faces like Ball State this year, Vannis, one of the few returning starters, trying to fill that role. And with him out today, it doesn't make the matchup impossible, but you're going to have to find somebody capable and willing to fill that gap. And for Loyola, that it's going to be an exploitable area of Ball State's defense. Well,
speaking of Ball State, our own ESPN sideline reporter, JJ Gregston, was able to catch up with Ball State's head coach, Donan Cruz, at Worthen Arena. Hi, JJ.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Cruz. Coach, tonight is the first night of conference play for you guys. How important is it for you guys to stay focused and hopefully pull out a win tonight?
Yeah, you know, we've been battling some matches, so we feel very prepared for this evening. Loyola is going to be a really good team, and we feel like we've got a good amount of information on them. They played a good amount of matches. And, you know, starting a win or league play with a win is a big deal for us, so that's the goal, and I think our team is hungry. We want to win one, and what a better time to do it than opening up league play with a win.
And it is a doubleheader with Penn State tomorrow night. How do you keep your team energized through both matches, regardless of tonight's outcome?
We've played some back-to-back, so I think we've put ourselves in a preparation that has the guys in a good mindset. So, you know, we try to stay focused on tonight. That's kind of all that matters, and then tomorrow will be tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, JJ. When we talk about the matchup last year, Griffin, it was no secret that Loyola Chicago had Ball State's number going into last year's season, winners of the last 5 straight, but Ball State really able to get it done, especially on its home floor last year.
Yeah, well, the Ramblers had such a successful season at that point. It seemed like they were cruising. They came into Worthen Arena, and things fell apart from there. Ball State, as you mentioned, had lost the last 5 meetings, and coming in, there was something for the Cardinals to prove, but as we've been told time and time again, Worthen Arena is a fortress, and the Cardinals got the job done at home. 3-0, and as the season winded down on MVB play, that was almost the start of Loyola Chicago's downfall. Ball State really surprised them, and the downwards momentum got the Ramblers from there.
Ball State a sweep in straight sets, the first time that they were able to do that since the 2017 season against Loyola Chicago. And speaking of the Ramblers, our own JJ Gregston was able to catch up with Loyola Chicago's head coach, John Hawks, also the reigning MVB Coach of the Year. Hi, JJ.
Coach, last time you were here in Worthen, Ball State did make a 3-0 sweep. How did you guys prepare differently this year to hope for a different outcome?
Well, I mean, it's a different team, so in a different year, so I'm not even concerned about it.
And Coach, this is the first conference match of the year. How are your emotions tonight being so highly ranked in MVB?
Well, I mean, the ranking's not much of an importance to us at all, but I mean, honestly, it's the first conference match. We want to come out well, and this is a great team that we're playing. We got a lot of respect for them, and it's going to be fun.
Thank you, Coach.
You see the look on John Hawk's face and those responses. He's not worried at all. Cool as a cucumber as well. Ball State men's volleyball has been able to give Ball State SportsLink unprecedented access so far this year. What a great opportunity for both SportsLink and Ball State men's volleyball to collaborate on this new exclusive all-access show.
Well, if you haven't seen the show yet, I highly recommend it. Behind-the-scenes clips. You don't just get the feel of the game, but you get the feel of what's going on with the team, and that's so important on these Follow Docs. The guys at SportsLink have done an amazing job with it. I can't wait to see where it goes from here.
Let's take a look at Setting the Standard, produced by the students at Ball State SportsLink.
Go. Come, let's go. Yeah, hey, stand strong with my troops. Whoa, nothing far from the truth. No, when we step, we shake the ground. Shake. Try to burn this you. We on the rise, hey, yeah. Fight for what we love on the battlefield. We live and die, man, what a life. Put in work every day and night, so we stay alive every time we fight. Yeah, you and I and everyone alike. If you got my back, then I got your life. No questions asked, then we do it right. Yeah, gotta aim for the top, shoot at their head and aim for the spot. Yeah, you on the top, we put in the bed, make it seem like a rock. Never can stop, once we get in, it's a permanent drop. Don't be as a pop if you run up on me, that's
incredible stuff by our students here at Ball State SportsLink. While we have another moment, J.J. Gregston back at Worthen Arena, able to catch up with sensational freshman Braden Savitsky-Lynn coming off of a career night against Hawaii.
I'm here with Braden Savitsky-Lynn. Braden, you're coming off a career high of 16 kills and 4 blocks in your match against Hawaii. How do you plan on carrying that momentum into today's match?
I think that one thing that the coach have been on is like getting that right side presence, and I finally did that for us. So just staying there, keeping that presence there, and then opening up more for our team. It'll open up a lot more for T, for Pat, for our middles. So.
And Braden, you are a key player to this team. How does knowing that your teammates are looking to you change your approach to a match?
It's just same thing. Just go out there, be confident, be aggressive, and just play what I can do. Play volleyball.
All right, thank you, Braden. Good luck.
Thank you.
SportsLink is the social media and production partner of Ball State Sports. Follow at BSU SportsLink.
And Lewis officially kicked off MVB play yesterday, with Lewis securing a 3-1 win over Lindenwood. And well, while we're at it, let's go ahead and take a look around the MVB while we have the chance. Or rather, Ohio State picked up all 9 first-place votes in the MVB coaches preseason poll. And then you look at the MVB teams in the top 20 as well. Ohio State, formerly number 1, moves down to number 6. Still impressive, however. Loyola Chicago at number 11. We've mentioned them already. Lewis at number 14, and then the Ball State Cardinals at number 15. The MVB Tournament Trophy will now be named after legendary Ball State head coach Don Shondell, who passed away in the fall of 2021. And then the newest member of the MVB, Queens, not only joins the MVB, but Division I volleyball as well, making it the 9th team in the MVB this season. Griffin, while we have a chance, let's go ahead and take a look at Loyola's impact player. And for the Ramblers, the redshirt junior, Parker Van Buren, has been absolutely sensational. A couple of years ago, picking up MVB Newcomer of the Year, standing at 6'9". The guy from Wisconsin has been absolutely stellar.
Yeah, ton of just talented returners to the MVB. Parker Van Buren certainly joins that group, the second highest kills in the whole conference, only behind Jacob Pasher, who's arguably one of the best players in the entire country. Van Buren's such an intelligent player, adapting to every situation he's in. He's a guy that the Ramblers have been so lucky to have, and he's going to really shine on the hardwood tonight.
Well, now for the Ball State Cardinals, Tanashi Ndavazocheva, the junior from Zimbabwe, has been nothing short of spectacular so far in his tenure at Ball State. He missed the first 9 matches of the season, but he's come back. When he came back in that Texas tournament, he was absolutely electric. In just 3 matches, he already has the 3rd most kills on Ball State's team this year.
Yeah, Tanashi's he has the ability that so few have in this volleyball world, and it's the ability to just put you on the edge of your seat every time you watch. Whenever I'm in Worthen Arena watching him play, he's just so captivating with his athleticism, just the way he plays so dynamically. You never know what you're going to see from him. He's so powerful, so fast, so good.
Well, let's take a look at our keys to the match now, and we start with Loyola Chicago. Griffin, what do we got going for the Ramblers if they want to be successful?
Yeah, well, we talked about the absence of Buckholz, and for the Loyola Chicago Ramblers, they just have to exploit that weakness in the middle. The Cardinals are going to fill that hole with somebody pretty capable, but that doesn't mean that Loyola still can't take advantage, and that's what they're going to try to do. On the other side, you got to limit your errors. You can't beat yourself, especially in this conference with so much talent. Loyola's got to stay out of the error category, try to keep that hitting percentage positive, and roll to the finish.
Well, for the Ball State Cardinals, I think the one thing that stood out the most for BSU was the service errors against Hawaii. 12 service errors, the third most of any match that they've played so far this season.
Yeah, it does. It's just unacceptable. When you look at the way that these two teams stack up, Ball State in particular, they go on runs, and nothing's as disheartening to a run as when you have a service error crash into the net. You don't even force the other team to come out and beat you. If Ball State can limit service errors, force Loyola to play the better game, they'll be in a good spot. And then when you have those lapses, it's all about next play mentality, because when you look at the Cardinals, they're a young group, they're meshing, they're bonding, and you got to pick yourself back up, get right back to the action, and that's how you win tough games.
Well, especially with how young this Ball State men's volleyball team is, you could see a lot of very visibly frustrated Cardinals, especially in that Hawaii match. So you're right, Griff. It's just all about that next play up mentality. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the MVB preseason poll. And we mentioned it earlier. Ohio State picked up all 9 first-place votes, 81 total. Loyola Chicago and Ball State sitting pretty at 2 and 3, 70 votes for for Loyola Chicago. Ball State with 64. Then Lewis, Purdue, Fort Wayne, and Lindenwood sitting at 4, 5, and 6. McKendree picking up 33 points, points, and then Quincy and Queens rounding it out at 8 and 9. Here are the AVC rankings as well. It's the top 20 poll. There you see Loyola Chicago and Ball State sitting at 11 and 15. Griffin, what stands out to you about this poll this week?
Well, there's so much movement as this season's gone on, but you know what I see? I see a lot of teams that the Cardinals have already played, so don't be too disturbed by that 7-5 record. They've had a tough strength of schedule, and as we roll into MVB play, they're going to continue to play good teams because this is a quality conference, but this Ball State team is talented.
Well, looking at tonight's matchup specifically, Griff, what do you look for, and what are your predictions?
Yeah, well, I expect this game to go down to the wire. I think last year, the 3-0, it was a bit of a fluke. And, you know, it could always happen, but I think that the Cardinals keep their 4-set match streak going. It's been a few games in a row now. I think that continues, but I think the Cardinals break their losing streak. I got the Cardinals in 4, and we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us here for the Sports Link pre-match report. Griffin and I will be back with you at the intermission. It's the Victory Honda match break. But for Griffin Leonard, I'm Dominic Liacone. We will send it to Worthen Arena now. 15 in the rankings. Ball State Cardinals hosting the number 11 Loyola Chicago Ramblers. Should be a good one to open up MVB play. We are so excited to bring you the coverage here from Muncie, Indiana. Thank you so much for tuning in. Jordan Climbs, AJ Switek, and JJ Gregston will have it here for the rest of the way.